Greetings and welcome to Herman Manyora's channel this fine Tuesday. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm here with the one and only Herman Manyora. How are you doing, sir? How was your Huduma Day yesterday?
Huduma Day was good, but I prefer it to be called Moi Day.
Moi Day.
Kenyatta Day. We like, we are old. We like those names.
The way it was.
Yeah.
But how are you today?
Oh, fine. Yeah, very fine.
Today we're speaking about Ruto's road to victory. Last week we spoke about Raila's road. Got quite a number of views. Thank you so much for sharing the videos. Thank you so much for keeping on subscribing and joining to this channel. But let's look at this road that now Ruto has to go through. He's somewhere in the middle or probably quarter way. What do you see his movement along the Mount Kenya region now, saying that he's in control? He's welcoming the likes of Raila Odinga to the mountain. He feels so confident that this Mount Kenya region will be for him. Has he passed the test in the mountain region?
Of course, Ruto has a mountain. There's no doubt about it. Although Raila has made some appearance there and some claimed a bit of the territory, but by and large, the mountain still belongs to Ruto as we speak today.
So should he be as confident as he is right now?
That would be foolish, because elections are next year, August, not next month. Yeah, so you cannot be complacent.
How about his talk about the Mount Kenya Foundation, saying that I'm not going to sit down in tables in expensive hotels for an interview, as the former Prime Minister has been doing, and the Oka leaders saying that is just an interview that no presidential aspirant should be able to participate in?
Blunder. And I said this, Jadiel, remember I've said this. Ruto is being set to make blunder. That's one of the blunders. One, there was I think sometime last week or the other week, there was an attack on the first family. That is a serious blunder. Don't think Kenyans who Kikuyus hate the Kenyatta family.
The attack, the Pandora thing.
That's a red line. Don't touch the first family, which is what they did. And they've done it on 2 occasions. Secondly, now the one you are talking about. Don't you ever try to imagine people like Munga, people you can rubbish and you just take it lightly. These guys of Equity, Kina Munga, Kina James Mwangi, Kina SK Macharia, those are community icons. These are people like this guy of Equity, Munga. If you speak bad about Munga, you are touching very many sensitive toes, stepping on them.
Do you think they will negatively affect his campaigns next year?
Do you think you cannot rise to where Munga has risen and brought Equity to where it is today without having held the hands of many, many people to establish business, to get jobs? My friend, you touch those kind of people, you are touching the wrong place.
Isn't it making the right decision for him? Because he feels like they have already gone to Raila's side. So let's just attack them.
You don't attack them. You don't rubbish them.
And then go with the people.
You can even say, oh, gentlemen, why didn't you also invite me? Surely I'm a son of this country. Why do you hate me so much? It's better that way than to rubbish them. The way his lieutenants, he has said that, but his people have said even worse things about the Mount Kenya Forum, about the people, about the occasion. It is really, really dangerous for him.
Doesn't this, though, reinforce the fact that he's there for the people, the hustler people, and not there for more, as people would say, the dynasties?
See, in every society, throughout history, people will always have their leaders. And people have always had their leaders. The Bible, the Quran, look at any holy book, look at the history of people from ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, look at modern societies. People do this thing through their leaders. You cannot ignore a leadership of a community and say you can carry that community very easily. It's not easy. No. Because people give examples like during the Rainbow, when Kibaki was being swept to power and Kanu being swept out of power. People say leaders were ignored, but they also forget it is other leaders who are replacing other leaders.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. You cannot play politics without paying attention to the leaders of a community. And that's why I've said Kikuyus may not be having a presidential candidate. I'm using the word may. I'm being very careful. When it is that clear that they are not going to have a candidate, at least not a serious one, the question of what next, where are we as a community, the gamer community, is going to be on the table. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They will seek answers as a community. Where are we heading? That question will be on the mountain. The idea is they are unlikely to accept and seek answers from young boys.
And you've said the likes of Ndindi
No,
Nyoro
they
and
will
Susan
not.
Kihika will
No
not.
community will do that.
How-
They will still go back to those people. You are rubbishing today. Yes.
Okay, how
When
about
those guys are seated in Sagana with Uhuru Kenyatta, they are at Limuru, and you say what they will say will count for naught, then you don't understand this country and you don't understand politics.
But you've also spoken about the revolutionary kind of thing that Ruto needs so that we can be able to transition. Will that work?
Yeah, you see, if Ruto were to, you know, this hustler thing and the bottom up thing, if this thing were to be kept alive and even expanded in reach and scope, reach, expanded in terms of the ferocity, intensity, it can propel him to State House. Yeah, but not through the vote. The vote will be difficult.
Recently,
They will vote for him as a movement. That's what I'm talking about.
as a movement.
As a movement.
Okay.
You know, a movement doesn't obey rules, doesn't even obey tradition and customs. You know,
They break the barriers.
Yes, it breaks the barriers and things are done in a way that has never been done before.
The Diaspora Times e-print paper is a sure way to reach the diaspora. You can advertise and interact with those in the diaspora. We partner with major real estate companies like Optivan, Certified Homes, and the giant Centum Real Estate Company. Get ahead with the Diaspora News. You can read the Diaspora Times every single Friday. For more information, call us on +1404 966 8550.
Okay, how about now leaders like Wilson Sossion coming out and going to the UDA side from ODM? He seems to be holding a lot of teachers. How many leaders, how many leaders of that big status does the DP need for him to get other people who have been led by these leaders?
Sossion is my friend, a very good friend of mine. But even he's hollow, even as he sounds. You can see he doesn't even believe in what he's saying. But you see, this is politics. You look for your survival. He's trying to find relevance after having been jettisoned from NAT, student leadership, and he must be somewhere. He's still young. He can't be elected on ODM where his heart is. His heart is with ODM, with Raila Odinga. He can't be elected on ODM. So you jump ship and go to UDA.
It's just a matter of politics.
But to say now you will bring teachers, that's not how this country works. There is only one demography in this country. I have said this repeatedly.
No profession, no nothing.
No, there are no professions. You know, in the US, you can appeal to the professionals, educated whites, uneducated whites, blue collar workers, evangelicals. You know, there are different demographies in Europe. Youth, what? In Kenya, there's only one tribe.
If you don't have the tribal leaders, you don't have the
Forget
election.
about it. It can't take you now. Not now. Not next year. But in future. And it will come faster than they should have come because of the blunders the leadership of this country is making. They are taking people for a ride. The suffering is real and immense. That is what will bring that state sooner than it should have come.
Okay, moving forward, the DP has still continued to blame the government on different misfortunes that are happening in the country. Recently he spoke about the fuel prices, saying that there are cartels that are being hidden in the government. How much of this should Kenyans believe in the DPs because he's still working in the government? Should people actually believe what he says as of now?
I don't know whether the DP is trying to spin or he's ignorant or he thinks Kenyans are fools. I just don't understand the game. The problems we are facing in the energy sector did not come yesterday. Not 3 years ago, not even 4 years when the handshake started. No, they have been around. For the full term he was from 2013, those problems were there. What is worse, the energy sector was under people he nominated to parliament, to cabinet. So to turn around and say as if the problems in the... You see, they even predate them with Uhuru. All these deals in the oil sector, all these independent power producers, the extraction of geothermal, all those deals were there long before even Uhuru took power. So If he was serious, as indeed he's saying the first time he was serious with the president, they would have dealt with them. They didn't. So he should not talk about energy problems as if they came on the scene yesterday. No, that's what I'm saying.
So should he blame the government though?
Why
should
would
he
you blame
act
the
as
government
if
and
he's
you are part of the
from the
government?
opposition?
How would you blame the government? You are part of the government. How?
No.
Let me, before my friend Matiang'i took over, coordinating of government, whatever, government business, there's something they call it, and chairing those subcommittees. Ruto was doing it. Until that executive order of 2019 or 20, whatever. It was him.
This leaked MOU. I think Wanjigi was speaking about an MOU between the president and the deputy, saying that they had agreed to split the government halfway. Are these things going to appear in the near future? Some of the things that people did not know and affect the
in the
DP?
politics, that if you want to know, you know where I come from, it's very important that you are somebody's son and not your mother got you elsewhere. You know, among you people, Kikuyus, it's not a very big deal. Where I come from, it's very important that you are actually your father's son. If you want to know, maybe if you are not your father's son and it was been hashed up, you stand for elections. People tell you, kijana, tutakwambia baba yako wako wapi, enda simama huko. In other words, when politics becomes hot, people pull all manner of dirty linen. So the dealings between Uhuru and Kenyatta will become public. And not just from Uhuru, even from Ruto. When the heat is really generated from next year, you will see a lot of stuff.
The deals maybe in the handshake. That
if you have something dirty and you are Ruto, prepare, Uhuru will bring it out. If you have something dirty, Uhuru, prepare, Ruto will bring it out. They will. So this is just the beginning.
Okay, as we finish up the conversation.
But it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
As Ruto is approaching his victory next year, if he'll become president, what would you advise him not to do in the near future?
In order to win or after winning?
In order to win.
In order to win, I have said, if he fueled this hustler narrative and he prays that Raila does not play the magic to diffuse it, he should step it up and not depart from there, number one. And number two, be careful with words. Be careful with what you say, William Samoei Ruto. Be careful. Don't be fast to react to things when they happen. Because some of them, like I've said before, you remember? They are traps. They want you to do exactly that and you do it. You get it? Even this saying he owns the mountain. You see now how it's being interpreted. That Ruto is, oh, we loved this guy. Now he's saying, ametweka kwa mfuko. You see? He thought he was addressing Raila Odinga. That I'm the one with the key to the mountain. Now people are saying you own us. You see how politics, those are traps. So don't get overexcited. Don't overreact. Don't be loose with your words. And I like the way he has kept Murkomen, Kositani, Sudi. You see there in the background. That's advice. He's speaking from people like us.
They should not speak.
Hey, keep them. Let me just say this as we wind up. In 2005, I was talking today with some lady who were with her in the studio at some TV station. In 2005, we had a referendum. The yes team, led by Kibaki, and the no team by Raila. Now, Kalembe Ndile, God rest his soul, said, we are losing votes because of people like, I don't know, he meant some minister. That the moment that guy opens his mouth like this, 10,000 votes are lost. So you see, Ruto now, that's smart. Keep the Murkomen silent. Because as we go ahead, everything you say could destroy you or could build you. Very careful. Be calculative. Don't be fast to react to things. And be very careful with what you say and how you say it and who says it. It's better that some things be said by the Kikuyu members in UDA than by the Kalenjin members. So going forward, those are the things he needs to do. Be very careful and cling on this hustler narrative and make sure Raila does not bust it.
Does not bust it.
Because Raila, has some magic.
You said beating Raila is a dream for you.
No, you can't beat Raila.
Until we have these conversations again, thank you so much for tuning in. He said that Ruto needs to keep his guys quiet because what they say, they either build him or destroy him. Until we talk again, have yourself a lovely rest of your day.